Welcome back for another video from TDL DIY. So today we're going to be looking at squeaky hinges or messy hinges. In this case, this one doesn't squeak, but I'm going to show you guys what you do if it is squeaky, and maybe a different method than just using graphite, because I'll show you guys what graphite does. This is, a fairly new house. We haven't touched this hinge at all, and I'm going to show you the mess that it has made over time. Even though it's not a huge amount, it's still not nice. So let's come in, we'll take a quick look. You can zoom right in if you want. So as you can see there, it's quite black and leaves some pretty nasty stuff all around there. So that's what graphite does. What we're going to be using a different method. Now my wife did comment before, she goes, well, why don't you use WD-40? And I'm going to tell you a good reason why you wouldn't use WD-40. Because WD-40 or some type of lubricant, what's going to happen is you're going to probably spray it in there, and guess what? It's going to drip. And if you don't have anything on your carpet, it's just going to drip, and then it's just going to keep dripping out over time because it's a very thin fluid. And even though it's going to prevent rust, even though you shouldn't really have too much moisture in your house, it's just another messy type of lubricant that you put on your hinges. And I'm sure a lot of people do use it, but I'm going to show you guys what I like to use. So you can use pretty much any brand of brake lubricant. It's just this is by Permex, and it's like a thick kind of like a paste. So we're going to throw that on the hinge. We're going to put a little bit on there. We have some napkins to kind of clean up a little bit that's going to shoot out the side. And it's going to make your hinge super quiet, super smooth, and you're not going to get that mess over time like you're going to get with the graphite and or like WD-40 or something like that. I can show you over to our other bedroom that I've done it on. It's super quiet, we've had no issues, and there's like zero mess. And I did that about 6 months or a year ago. So let's go take a quick look at that. I believe it was here. Oops. So I've already done this hinge over here. Pretty much I did all of them actually, and I've done it with my son's room, and pretty much every hinge that gets a little bit squeaky or whatever over time, I end up doing it. And I've done most of the doors and the hinges around the house at this particular time. But as you can see, it's dead quiet. And it doesn't leave any mess like the graphite was. And I did go and try and clean up a bit of the old graphite, but there's still some spots where I have to clean up a little bit. But it's very, very quiet. I really like that brake lubricant. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it here, and it's only going to take like a couple minutes. So all you're going to need So these are the tools, that's all you're going to need. You're going to need some type of punch. You can use a screwdriver that's going to fit up under there. I like using this little punch. Hammer, obviously, like I said, our brake lubricant, and some type of towel or whatever, because it will get a little bit messy. So all we're going to do, pull our old bolt out. Now what I like to do is clean off all that old graphite, try to get all of it off as best as possible, and that's all we do. And as you can see right there, it's kind of black. So with our new one, or a new lubricant I should say, just put, I wouldn't put too much, don't go too heavy with it because it's just going to squirt out. But just put just a light film all over it, and that's all there is. And I'll bring you in for a bit of a close-up. So it's not too heavy, it's not too thick. We're going to get a little bit of squeeze out. I anticipate that already. And a lot of the squeeze out's going to be right up at the top there. So right now, all we do is, can you see the squeeze out? Just a little bit. We're gonna go clean that up. And if you want to prevent that from happening even more, just put a little bit less on it. I try to put as little as possible, but you know, sometimes I actually put too much. Finish it off, and that's gonna work just like a dream. So we're just gonna do the same thing for all the other hinges. It's nothing too crazy. Oh, and this one, I've already put a little bit of lube on this one before. And this one I used anti-seize. Anti-seize is also probably another decent product to use. I've used it before. But like I said, I kind of really like that brake lube because it's almost like a grease, and it won't gum up on you like this one. The anti-seize works pretty good, but it kind of gets gummy after a while. So let's just put a little bit of this on. Like I said, we're just going to put a little bit on there. We don't need too much. That's it. And if you do need a little bit of help, you can grab your door and push it in or out to kind of align your hinges, and that's really it. Just pop that guy in there. We'll go back. Just clean it up. Making sure we don't get any on the nice white door or trim. And just give it a little tap. There, all done. Okay, we'll do the last one, just for the sake of doing it, I guess, but you guys already seen the process. It's pretty quick and easy. Just take all the old lubricant off, whether it's graphite, whatever it is. Well, as you can see here, the hinges aren't quite aligned. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push the door in a little bit to align those hinges. Hopefully you guys can see. There we go. Like I said, we're always going to get a little bit of squeeze out. That's alright. We just clean it up, and then we'll never get any other squeeze out after that. A little tap. There we go. It's really that easy, guys. It's nice and quick. I think that was maybe like a 2-minute job doing all 3 hinges. It's quick. Like I said, it may be just a little bit messy at the beginning, but just put a little bit on, you wipe it off, and you never have to worry about any graphite dust getting all your nice white trim or whatever color trim you might have dirty, and you're not going to have any drippy, leaky hinges from using WD-40 or any other type of lubricant like that. So hopefully you guys, you learned a little quick tip. This is just a quick, easy tip that I thought I would provide for you guys. But thanks for watching, and don't forget, never stop learning.